Coming in at number 10 on our list is I Am Future, Cozy Apocalypse Survival. This game is exactly as it says, a cozy apocalypse survival. It's basically going to be like a Stardew Valley clone, but instead of going to your grandma's and grandpa's farm, you're actually in a apocalyptic scenario in the future, it looks like. And I'm kind of meh about it. There's been a lot of farming games coming out recently, farming and crafting games, and because it has cozy in the title, I'm going to assume there's not a whole lot of combat. But if you're in these type of games, hey, you're living the life right now because there's tons of them coming out. And this one looks like it's trying to break up the mold and go with a new theme. Coming in at number 9 on our list is Everdream Valley, yet another farming game. This one is by Moon Eater Studios, and I actually put this one a little higher on the list over I Am Future, just because it looks like on release there's going to be a lot more content. If you go to the Steam page, you can see they have a lot of different trailers. They have huge farms they're showing off. They have tons of different animals, and it looks like there's just going to be a lot of things to do in the game. And also, I kind of like clones that are similar to the original like concept. Like, of course, Stardew Valley started the huge farming craze, and this one is very similar to Stardew Valley, but it looks like they're going to build on their favorite parts of Stardew Valley. And I like that. And I think it's going to be, if you're looking for a farming game this month, I think Everdream Valley is going to be what you're going to be waiting for. It's coming out at the end of the month, but for farming games, I think this one's going to take the cake for the month of May.
Defending the farm inhabitants from wolf packs. Or being a one-man pack to them. One thing's for sure, this will be the most peculiar summer holiday.
Coming in at number 8 is PolyBridge 3. A game where you build bridges and pray to the gods that they don't break. I'm excited for this one because it looks like they made the mechanics in this game even more complicated. Coming in at number 7 is MidAutumn. MidAutumn is a new action roguelike by the developer team MidAutumn. This is going to be their first game. And I love action roguelikes, and this one looks like it's going to hopefully have a lot of variety in the runs, which is always what I look for in action roguelikes. And it looks like from the trailer, there's going to be a lot of different items you can pick up, different power-ups, all that great stuff. The only thing that made me put this at number 7 is the story just isn't for me. I didn't like their idea of storytelling, but if the gameplay is good enough, this could be really good.
Okay, full disclosure. Is there a weird portal to the spirit world down there? Yes. Will it run amok without constant protection? Also yes. But ask any of the locals, it's all under control. We have a very special community here. And if you like spectacles, just wait until mid-autumn comes around.
Coming up at number 6 is These Doomed Isles: The First God. This was developed by Triple Vision Games, and it looks like it's going to be their first game. Now this one's coming in at number 6 just because it is a prologue to the main game, and this game actually really caught my attention, just because I love card-based roguelikes. And this one's going to be a card-based roguelike mixed with city building, which looks really interesting. You're going to have to build your town wisely with the cards you have in preparation for the incoming invasion of enemies, which is really cool. I really like the theme. The theme's going to be gods and demons, and I'm really excited for this one. I wish it wasn't a prologue. I wish it was the full game, but still, I'm still excited for it. It got my number 6 spot for this month. Coming up at number 5 is Monster Tribe by Boundless Games. Now this is going to be their first game, but it actually looks really good. It is a creature collecting game, much like Pokemon, but it looks like the mechanics are going to be much more advanced. They have a grid-like system for their combat, which looks really cool. And also it looks like you're going to be able to mutate all the monsters you get in the game. And it also looks like there's going to be a ton of different monsters you can collect. I'm really excited about this one. I like the aesthetic. And I also like building a team with a lot of different monsters. So this one looks great. I'm a big fan of creature collecting games and Pokemon-esque titles. This one gets my number 5 spot this month, easy. Coming in at number 4 for the month is Death or Treat. Now don't get this too confused with Have a Nice Death. 2 different games from different studios. Death or Treat's coming from Sayona Studios, and it looks very similar to Have a Nice Death. But Have a Nice Death was a good game. I love the combat, I love the gameplay, and Death or Treat looks like it's going to have very similar combat. From the trailer, it looks very smooth and very well done, and that's what I'm looking for in all my action roguelike games, is smooth combat with a lot of variety. And it looks like Death or Treat's going to deliver on that, and I hope this is as good as Have a Nice Death, because they are so similar. Coming in at number 3 is Fuga Memories of Steel 2. Holy, this game looks incredible. Now, I gotta admit, I didn't play Fuga Memories of Steel 1, but I had to put this one at number 3 just because it looks all around like one of the best games I've seen all month. It looks so good. I'm a big fan of JRPGs, and this game looks, the quality of this game looks insane. The story looks amazing, and the combat looks incredible, and just everything about this game screams, this is a very good game. So I had to put it at number 3, even though I haven't played the first one, even though I really don't know a whole lot about Fuga 2, because I really don't want to spoil myself. But just from the trailer, you can tell the quality of this game is insane, and that's why I got my number 3 spot this month.
Skills from the first entry have been revamped, along with a host of new skills that allow for strategic gameplay and enhanced tactical combat. A second form of the Soul Cannon, the Managarm, utilizes the life force of the children to annihilate foes. After a child's life force is extinguished, they become incapacitated. This provides an alternative to using the Soul Cannon, which requires a child's soul sacrifice, expanding the range of strategies. The newly introduced judgment system ensures that each choice made affects the trajectory of the story. False decisions affect his growth as a leader, endowing him with different leader skills. Gauge the enemy and command your crew as the situation demands to gain the upper hand in combat. Players can now progress along battle routes in new ways using the airship system, and bolster their strength and combat prowess through expeditions and notebook entries. A youth's struggle and strife will give rise to the miraculous.
僕は長男だからみんなを助ける
Caught in a tangled web of mysteries. A secret from a world lost to time.
ベレムス
どうなっていやがる
大丈夫よ
マルト
ひらめいたのですきっと大丈夫
だよね。お父様。
しっかりしろ。
僕に任せて。よし行こう。
行け。
決着をつけてやる。
Fuga, Melodies of Steel 2. Available in deluxe and standard editions.
Now this is where I might lose you guys, because coming in at my number 2 is a game called Bat Boy by Sanzai Games and X+. I'm a huge fan of Retroid Metroidvanias. Just from the opening cinematic, it looks like this game has a lot of heart, and that's the main thing I'm looking for in indie games. I love when a developer puts their soul into their game, and that's exactly what I see from the opening cinematic and just the overall design of this game. And the combat in this game looks great. It looks like it's going to be retro Metroidvania style combat, along with a new mechanic where you're going to have to use your bat to deflect a bunch of projectiles, which seems like it's going to make the game pretty hard, and I'm always looking for a challenge when it comes to retro Metroidvanias. Coming in at our number 1 spot is Inkbound. Inkbound is a game developed by Shiny Shoe, the same people who brought us Monster Train. This one, I played the demo already for this one, and it was incredible. The turn-based combats are really good, and this one's going to focus on online co-op. There's going to be a lot of co-op aspects to the gameplay, and this is Monster Train we're talking about. They know how to do turn-based combat really, really well, so I'm very excited for this one. It definitely deserves my number 1 spot.
Face your enemies. Fight for your story.